Within 2 weeks of meeting this girl, I spent almost $500 on her ass. I gave her rides, bought her food, sent her money. She even told me to get an STD test and ended up never having sex with me. I got a whole needle in my arm, full panel. Negative, 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 negative. And that shit still wasn't enough. She sent me to go get a test like I was dirty. Y'all, this is probably the worst I ever got played by a female in my 20 years of living. But we gonna get into this whole story. This happened when I was 19, and this female, she was 20. She might be top 3 craziest females I ever met. So boom, she slid in my DM one day. I knew who she was. I didn't follow her. I never talked to her a day in my life, but I seen her around at school, right? She was a grade above me, and we were out of school at this time in the story, but I just remember her face. So I accept the DM request, and she slides up like, yo, you look good. And I'm like, damn, in my head, like, I say it right back, you look good too. Now, to be honest, she wasn't the prettiest girl I ever seen. She looked all right. She looked okay. I would never go up to her. I would never date her, you know what I'm saying? But she reached out to me. And at the time, I was like, shit, I got nothing else to do. I wasn't talking to no females. She started texting me, and she's typing paragraphs. I'm like, let's skip the games, man. Let's get straight to it. Get on FaceTime. Boom. She sends me her number. We get on FaceTime immediately. Everything is cool. She's laughing, smiling, complimenting me. And she's telling me how much she likes my clothes. She's telling me how she wants to wear my clothes, and she's going to buy my clothes when she gets some money. She's telling me she loves what I'm doing. Basically just showering me with compliments, right? And she's like, if you ever need a model, I can model for you. Now, being nice and shit, you from my town, I tell her straight up, I got some female clothes that I've had just sitting in a box for like 8 months. And I'm like, listen, you can have a shirt or two if you're actually going to wear it. And I wouldn't do this for everybody. But some sales, I just ended
none
up
of that
like,
shit happened.
She took these weak ass pictures. Telling her like, I'll do that favor for you.
She made
the
clothing look shit.
So she ends up.
But let me stop. But yeah, I didn't get no sales like she said.
Nothing
helped grow my business.
I'm trying to see what
But
this car is doing.
She did keep her word, and she took the pictures. So now let's talk about the first time going to her house, right? So the next day, I go to her house, right? And she doesn't even come and meet me. She tells me she's in the house cooking or whatever, blah, 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 or doing something. And she tells me to put the clothes in her mailbox. I'm thinking, yo, we about to go talk. We about to at least talk through the window. Go somewhere, get some food or something. No. Excuse me, I just burped, y'all. I get to her neighborhood, and she tells me to leave the shirts in the mailbox. She didn't even come outside. She didn't even come talk to me, wave to me, nothing. If the bitch would have been like, at least open the front door. Hey, wait, no. She had me delivering clothes like I work for UPS. I should have left right then and there. But I didn't. I put the shit in her mailbox and left. So later she called me up and she's like, oh my gosh, Jay, I love the shirt. It's amazing. I appreciate you. And I'm like, all right, bet. You know, everything seems fine. I'm getting ready to hang up. And it's nighttime. So I'm like, all right, I'll talk to you another day. She like, wait, do you have $30? And I'm like, yeah, I have $30. She's like, can I borrow $30? And $30 ain't gonna hurt my pockets. I give it to her. I send it to her. How you want me to get it to you? And she's like, don't worry. I'm gonna pay you back. I appreciate you so much. I need one more thing. A ride. If you're not doing anything, can you give me a ride? So boom, she just asked me for about 2 favors. Right? I got you. So she tells me she needs a ride to the plasma center, right? And I'm like, what's a plasma center? She says it's a place where people donate plasma and get paid. And she needs money because she's broke. And I agree to take her. She's like, can you pick me up at 9? I said, cool. I come to her house at 9 in the morning. Nothing. I don't see her ass. 9:10, I'm calling her. I don't see her ass. 9:15, I'm calling her. I don't see her ass. 9:20, I'm calling her. I don't see her ass. She texts me, I'm coming. I'm brushing my teeth. She finally comes outside and she's walking slow and she's smiling like this shit is funny. She's taking her sweet time and I blow the horn at her ass. My first time meeting her, I blew the horn. I'm not playing because now I'm irritated, right? You told me 9 o'clock, but I'm trying to be playful now because I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have blew the horn at her ass. But I'm not trying to like yell at her or nothing, you know what I'm saying? But we get in and this entire ride, she's talking about how broke she is, how stressed she is, how hard life is. And I'm trying to be supportive, but it's like, I don't want to hear this shit. Like, we're not locked in like that. Like, she telling me her problems. Like, she want me to be Spider-Man and save her ass. I don't know why women get around me and do that. Like, this has been a repetitive pattern, you know? And really, now that I think about it, when I was 19, I had bills to pay. I paid rent on a store, and this is a story for another time, but I hired electricians, plumbers, architects. Like, I was doing boss stuff at 19, and I was stressed. But she's 20 and has no bills. And how are you stressed, lady? What are you stressed from? You living life on easy mode. You know, your parents give you a place to live. You got food. You're winning. You wake up and you don't work. How you stressed out? You're doing nothing all day. And now that I'm older, I like realize this shit. Like, she is really a bum. She is really a bum. Like, using dudes to get free stuff. But let's get back into what happens at the plasma center, right? We get there and she gets out the car and she comes to the window and she's like, you're not coming inside with me? I said, no. She says, can you wait with me? I said, wait with you? I got some things to do. And she's like, all right, but how can I get home? I have no money. And I was like, all right, if I pick you up in an hour without work, 1 hour, I got you, lady. So boom, she's asking me for a lot and I don't know this bitch, bro. She was a bitch. I don't know you and you're asking me, like, you want me to be your boyfriend in like 24 hours. And it's like, this was a little insane to me. But I'm there for her. I said, look, okay, I can pick you up in 1 hour. Cool. And this plasma center was 20 minutes from our town. So it wasn't like down the street, y'all. So she goes inside and about 20 minutes later, I get a phone call. She's crying. She's talking about they won't let her donate her blood. Something went wrong or something. She made up some, I don't know if she was capping. I don't know what it was, bro. But all I know is she had me drive there. She couldn't give them the plasma. They couldn't pull her blood or whatever. And she says she needs to be picked up. She's crying. I get there and she gets in the car and I'm like, all right, calm down. How much money were they going to give you? She says $150. Now, I don't know anything about plasma. So I'm thinking, I guess that's the normal price point. You know, I'm going to believe you. I pull out like $160 in cash, all 20s, and hand it to her. My nigga, do you know what she told me? Not thank you. Can you cash at me instead? My nigga, I never in my life seen nothing like this. I said, yeah. I pulled over to Quick Check and I cashed at her so she would stop crying. And she did say thank you after I cashed at her. But that shit was insane. Now that I'm older and I think about this shit, like I'm 20 now. Like, this happened when I was 19. She didn't even say thank you when I handed her $160 for nothing. But now I'm driving her home, right? And she's trying to use my hotspot. And I'm like, damn, she really is broke. Like, her phone wasn't turned on or nothing. And while we're driving, she's telling me, I'm going to do something special for you. Now, I hear that shit and I'm smiling. I'm like, what that mean? She said, you'll see. And I'm like, what that mean? Like, I'm a grown ass man. What you mean? Like, I got something planned for you. Like, and I'm like, what does that mean though? Like, in a playful way, like, what does that mean though? And she's like, when's your birthday? And y'all, my birthday's in August. It was February. She's like, I said, my birthday's in 6 months. She's like, on your birthday, I'm gonna give you the Gawk Gawk 3000. And I'm like, lady, I might not even be alive in 6 months. Tomorrow is not promised. I might get hit by a bus or something. What are we talking about? Like, if you gonna do anything for me, can we do that today? Like, and she's like, not today. Like, that's too fast. And I'm like, okay, okay. But she's like, I got you. So I didn't bring it up again. I take her home, and she's like, call me later and blah, blah, blah. Thank you. She did say thank you for the ride and stuff like that, but boom. So now, a couple days go by. She asked me for more money. She gets it. She asked me for more money. She gets it. I'm just giving her money, bro, because I'm thinking she's gonna take care of me, y'all. She asked me for food. I go get it. I go pick it up. She came to the car, got the food. I ain't gonna lie, she did give me a kiss, right? Now, shawty is like, if you wanna have sex with me, you gotta get tested. I go make an appointment to get tested. I get blood work, needles, everything. I hate needles. Test results come back negative, negative, negative. Everything is negative. I'm clean. I sent her the test results. She's acting like, oh my goodness, you really did that for me. I appreciate you. You want to make sure I'm healthy and safe. Yeah, whatever. I'm not saying that out loud, but in my head, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, because now 2 weeks have went by, and I haven't got no sex yet. Like, she's stalling. She's always making an excuse. I'm busy, this and that. She's trying to say that I might have diseases. Bro, I go get the test. She asked me for another 50 that same day that I send her the test results. I give it to her. She then asked me for some brownies and shit from Wawa, a drink, snacks, all that bullshit. I get it for her. And bro, I'm thinking, I'm gonna get this shit one more day. If I don't get sex tomorrow, we're done. Y'all, I did not get to play. So I had to like, man, you know what? I'm done with shawty ass. This shit is over with. I'm not calling her again. And I'm like, I'm gonna see if she called me. Y'all, she did not call my ass for a minute. But she called me to ask for some money a few days later. We gonna make a part 2 about this female, right? I'm gonna just give y'all this so far. But there's a part 2 about, you know, what I ended up learning about shawty ass. Cause I ended up calling one of my friends that used to date her and shit. And I'm gonna just tell y'all what the fuck I learned, bruh. Cause I ended up I stopped talking to her for a couple days, and then I started talking to her ass again. And I might make a part 2 about this shit. But that's what I'm gonna give y'all for now, right? Basically, don't ever do this shit. Don't ever let a female trick you like this. Cause what she was doing was, she was saying she was gonna give me sex. I wasn't getting sex, y'all. I never got it. She was lying to my ass to get some free money from me, to get some free food from me, to get rides. And she got me. She played me. But yeah, that's the end of the story time, y'all.